Well, this is my new feeder up in Meadow Plantation, and this is my first trip trying to shoot it today. And the squirrels made an early appearance not long after I first got here, but they just wouldn't keep still, or they kept behind twigs and branches. I have cleared all these heavy branches and that away now to give me a little bit clearer shot, but I couldn't do that until after I'd finished shooting. I should have thought of that beforehand. There's a squirrel there just behind that heavy twig or branch. He's just keeping out of shot again. I think the problem lies in the fact that it's a new feeder. They haven't really had a chance to gain any confidence in it yet. To be quite honest, I don't think many of them have found it yet. There hasn't been a lot of food disappearing, but I did have to top it up this morning. As you can see, these keep giving me the run around, they're just appearing and disappearing. Very frustrating. I have just shot one squirrel that came to the base of the tree. It jumped up the trunk about 18 inches, then turned to head back down again when it spotted the car, but it stayed long enough to give me a shot. Unfortunately, when I press the camera to start up, it takes so long to boot up that I pressed to record and the camera wasn't ready. I didn't notice until after I'd finished the shot. I started the camera in plenty of time for this one. When it finally did come through and give me a chance, I was ready for it. Nice clear shot, about 32 yards. I was quite pleased with that. There's a fair breeze blowing. It's not going back too far into the woods, but it's enough to aim off half inch. There's another squirrel giving me the run around and not giving me a good chance. It just disappeared behind the trunk. I never saw it again. Well, the squirrels were rooting around behind those twigs and branches for most of the time I was there. I don't know how many I saw, but it must have been 4 or 5. Things are looking good for the future. I'd say most of them just never came out to give me a chance. I think for the next time I shoot here, I'll either have to put the camera on fixed focus or get rid of these grasses and twigs close to the camera. They're making it out of focus for a lot of the shooting. And unfortunately, with the camera up on top of the scope, I was looking through the scope, so I couldn't tell it was out of focus until I played it back tonight. That's the second squirrel I shot with his tail just blowing about in the breeze. The first one I shot is behind a tree to the right. only about a foot behind that tree, you just can't see it from here. And this is the third squirrel I shot. He came out and he gave me a fairly good chance. It's just a little bit of twig covering a part of his head, but I managed to thread a shot through. Made a nice clean kill. Number 3. Didn't take him too long to find the new feeder. Well, it's time to pack up. I'll go and pick him up now on video, and I'll move on to another little spot. See if I can get any there. You can see the wind's still blowing quite a bit. The other spot's slightly more sheltered than this. There's 2 of the squirrels. You'll have to forgive the camera shake again. I'm afraid my legs aren't too steady. I'm trying to hold the camera as steady as I can, but it's not easy. And there's the 3 squirrels where they fell. And it's the first time I've shot this feeder in this wood, so I'm quite pleased with that today. I think there's enough squirrels in the wood to give me a bit of sport over the coming weeks. I very seldom shoot this wood. The Tony, the gamekeeper, said there was a few here, so hopefully we'll be okay.